Yep. Cool. Right. Let's chat this mother up. Stream's good. Okay. Right. Hi everybody, this is Gaming Mule, and welcome to Gaming with Mule live on Daydreamer Gaming. We are back with some elite dangerous horizons in virtual reality. We're just going to load the game up. As always, we're live, so if you're watching, then please be sure to join the chat. Please leave me some comments. Blah de blah de blah, you know the score. Because I'm playing in VR, it's kind of difficult for me to see the chat like as it comes in, but occasionally I'll just kind of look up like that so I can see my laptop and I'll be able to see your comments. So, there we have it, the brand new ASP, which I got in my last stream. I apologise for anybody that watched the last stream, because it just cut out towards the end. My internet just decided to say cheerio at that point in time, and I couldn't get enough kind of bandwidth back to carry on with it, unfortunately. So that little adventure that we had when I first got my ASP Explorer was cut to an end. So I do apologise for that. But here we are back inside the ASP Explorer. Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't see fuck all. Right. So here we are back in the ASP Explorer. We are at Berners-Lee Settlements. In, I can't remember what system, BD plus blah de blah de blah de blah. So I have kitted out my ASP since we last saw each other, since we last spoke. Looks like ASP. Cheers, Lit. How's it going, dude? Thanks for joining. Oh, you fucking idiot! I wanted to show you guys what I've got in my ASP now that I've done a lot of upgrades to it and whatnot, but I'm in a port without anything I can do any outfitting on, which is a bit annoying. But hey ho, I can quickly show you what kind of upgrades I've made, because I am going to go on an exploration mission. Because I know in one of the earlier streams, one of our regular viewers, Griff, was asking about kind of what is the object of the game. Now, as far as I can tell myself, the main object of the game is to get your rank up to elite in all of these different sections. So as you can see there, you've got combat, trade, and explorer. So in combat, I've not done that much combat, so I'm mostly harmless. I've got a trade rank of merchant, and I've got an explorer rank of surveyor. I want to build up my explorer rank. The thing that kind of drew me to this game mostly was kind of the exploration aspects of this game. So I want to get my explorer rank up first. So we are going to go on a trip. We're going to go on a long trip. So I've had to get a lot of upgrades for this ship. I've spent quite a bit of money, but so I've upgraded the frame shift drive so we can travel further through hyperspace. I bought some lasers, you know. I'm probably not going to need those. It's probably silly that I bought those, actually, because in theory we shouldn't get into any fights, really. I upgraded my fuel scoop because there's not going to be anywhere that we can get fuel out in deep space, so we've got a fuel scoop so we can get fuel from stars. We got... I upgraded the power plant. We've got an advanced discovery scanner, and we've got a detailed surface scanner as well for exploration. So that's so that I can scan planets when we look at systems. So as I go along, I'll explain kind of what you need to do in this game for exploration. This is really my first kind of venture out of the bubble to do some exploration. So this isn't a walkthrough. I just want to be quite clear on that. This is not a walkthrough. This is you sharing my first experience on a proper exploration mission. DDG at 115 subs now. We're at 115 subs now on Daydreamer Gaming, which is fantastic. Thank you so much to all of you guys that have subscribed to the channel. If you're watching this retrospectively and you've kind of never seen any of our videos before, then please be sure to check them out and subscribe to the channel and check us out on Twitter and Facebook and everything like that. The game engine would work great in a X game like X3 Terran Conflict or X3 Albion Prelude. That's quite interesting of you to say, because I've looked at getting an X game before, but I bought this instead, and this has taken up so much of my time. I've never really kind of thought about it since, if I'm going to be honest. Right, so this is where we are now. So that's the place that we're in now. Now, I did start to go on an exploration mission off stream, but I didn't have a planet, like a planetary surface scanner, which is quite annoying. So I decided to come back to the bubble and get one. So we're quite well kitted out now for our exploration. So as you can see, that's where we are. I've never really ventured much out of this area of the galaxy, and you can see how vast this is. Now, where I want to go is I want to go to Sagittarius A, which is right in the center of the galaxy. That's a black hole. Sagittarius A is in the galaxy. But I think we're going to have a stop off at Colonia first. So bear in mind that I've never travelled outside of this area before, and I have spent an incredible amount of hours in this game, so this is going to take me a long time. There is no way in hell that we are going to be able to make this in tonight's stream alone. This is going to be an ongoing thing, so I should have put probably episode 1 on the Exploring Mule's ASP. An X series game would do the same, empire building at its finest. Yeah, I have looked at X before. I was really interested in X Rebirth, but I heard a lot of bad things about that. So anyway, so you can see this bookmark area here. This is just kind of basically as far as I got in my first little exploration mission that I did just yesterday, actually. So that's a good starting point, I think. So we are going to head to there, I believe. So there we go. So this is where I wanted to head to. So we're going to plot a route to there. Now, a lot of these sectors... Now, this is also going to take a long time because I want to explore a lot of the galaxies that we come across. So I'm not just going to be jumping from system to system. We're going to be exploring these systems on the way, which is going to make things take even a lot longer. But I'm hoping that this is eventually going to kind of really jump up the my explorer rank. So this is it. The first
landing gear retracted.
The first star jump of our new voyage. But yeah, I've got a fair few upgrades in this ship now, so it should be pretty good. And we've got a pretty good frame shift drive now, so we can... Because, I mean, this next star system that we're heading to is 27 light years away, so that's pretty good. So we're going to head straight there now.
Charging.
And because I've already kind of made this first leg of the trip, a lot of the areas I've already kind of scanned. So until I get out of this first area that I've already explored, you're not going to see everything in its entirety on what to do when exploring in Elite Dangerous. But it'll give you a fair idea in this first stream, and the further along we go, hopefully, the more interesting things we will see. Right. So here we are at this star. We've not actually been here before, so that's good. So as you can see in the corner up there, it said discovered 4 new astronomical objects. So they would be stars within this system. So let's have a quick look at the system map. So it said we've discovered 4 new astronomical objects. So I'm going to assume that that's the star and some of these like asteroid clusters. As you can see, this has already been discovered by Amiel all of the systems around the bubble are already going to be discovered. But as you can see, just a star in the system. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate my discovery scanner, which will scan the entire system and then tell me exactly what is in this system. So we've discovered 5 new astronomical objects with that awesome, like, boom that it does there. X Rebirth was visually great, but they messed with the formula of how the game worked. It used to work kind of like this does. You could buy stations instead of creating an infrastructure. They changed how that all worked, and it didn't click with the gamers. Yeah, that's what I saw on like the Steam reviews and things like that. But from what I gather, I believe that they've updated it and improved it quite a bit. So if we look in the system map now, after we've done that scan, we can see that there is some other planets here. So we've got yeah, so we've got some planets and we've got some moons as well. Don't know what kind of planets these are. Now apparently you can listen in as to what kind of planets these are. If you listen very carefully, if you zoom in all the way and then listen to the planets, you can tell what kind of planet it is. But that again is something that I'm not overly familiar with. I don't know how well you guys can hear it. That kind of has like a bubbling kind of sound, but apparently, like, if it's like a water planet, you can hear like waves, and if you can, if it's a high metal planet, then you can hear like the wind, and if it's like an Earth-like planet, you can hear birds and things like that. I can't really hear anything. Apparently, you get used to it. It's not something I've really looked at before, but all of these planets now, even though we know they are there, they are unexplored. So we need to use our surface scanner to explore them. So I'm going to start with this star. So if I target this star, and as you can see, we are scanning. Sadly, this is the best scanner that I could find, and it's not great. So there we go. So we've scanned that now. And that was a detailed scan that we took because we have that planetary scanner. So that gives us more data, which ultimately will result in more credits and more kind of like XP for my Elite Explorer rating. So yeah, this isn't going to be a quick endeavour. So I'm just going to have a look, see what else. Right, so there's one planet. So let's head to there. And we'll start scanning that. We're really close to that planet, so we start scanning that straight away. I'm not going to do this in all of these systems, by the way, otherwise we will literally be here until the end of time. But I just wanted to give you like an example of exploration in Elite Dangerous, just to show you exactly what it is. So that's a gas giant. So I don't believe... There we go, we've got another detailed scan there. So I don't believe that gas giants are really worth anything credit-wise. I believe that like neutron stars and... water planets and Earth-like planets and black holes and things like that are worth a lot, but things like this I don't believe are really worth much. But again, this planet is quite close to us, so we can scan that just without moving. I imagine that this one's going to be a gas giant as well, judging by the look of the planet in the system map. Would love to have a go of this game, VR and all. Don't have the money for the PC upgrades or a Rift, or I would be up for a journey to the centre of the galaxy. Mule and Marek, amazing journey to oblivion. That would be cool, and you can do like multiplayer on this. You can wing up, but you don't need to play this game in VR. You can play it just normally. In fact, when I was playing this earlier, when I was just making sure that I had my ship kitted up ready for the stream, I was downstairs playing this on my laptop without VR. So yeah, you don't have to get this in VR, guys. I just like it in VR because it enhances it so much. So this is a moon that we're looking to scan now. Because the moon has such a smaller mass, we have to get closer to it before we can start scanning it. So we'll do that. Now, the deeper into space that we go, into the galaxy, the more likely it's going to be that we come across systems that haven't yet been discovered. So I will actually be discovering places that people have never been before, and it will have my kind of name on there saying that I'm the first person to discover it, which is pretty cool, you know, which is pretty cool. So it looks like we have to get pretty darn close to this moon to be able to scan it. Oh, too fast. We're going to overshoot this now. Hold on, let's slow right down. Yeah, we're being sucked in by the gravity and we're going to overshoot it. Right, hold on, let's do just a swift turnaround. Might be close enough to even start scanning it now. There we go. Right, excellent. We need a good few £100 for a decent card first, either way, mate. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, these are probably... Oh, no, these are more... So there's... Hold on a minute. So if we turn around, we've got another... I think this is a planet, not a moon. So we'll scan this bad boy. Come on, there we go. Again, another gas giant. So if we have a look in the system map again, then I should have a bit more detailed information on here now. So if I go on there, now that we've scanned it, we've got a planet. No, we don't have a planetary map, but it says there that there's a gas giant. You know, you do get some more information from it, and that's how you make money from exploring, and that's how you get your exploration rank up as well. So now, what I need to do is, how do I... Oh shit! Oh, I've just come out of Super Cruise. I can't remember the control for untargeting the planet so we can carry on. How do I just press escape? No, that's not going to be it, is it? Right. How do I untarget stuff? Hold on, sorry guys. I need to look in the controls. I want to... Ah, targeting, right. Cycle next target. I just want to... Why? Why, damn you? Why can't I untarget you? Ah! Right, let's just go back into Super Cruise.
Ready to engage. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Right. Aha!
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, there we go. Right, so let's carry on. Let's start this goddamn journey, bitches. So as soon as we arrive in any other kind of area, any new star system, I'm going to scan the system, just have a quick look on the system map to see if there's anything that might be of interest for us to scan, and then we're just going to carry on. So it should be fairly simple in theory. Right, so here we are. So this is a system that we've not visited before, so we fire up the Discovery Scanner again. I'll scan this star, and while that's scanning, we'll have a look at the system map.